Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, this is going to be a fun one. I've seen this going around and it is called My Makeup Collection If I Was Not a Beauty Guru. So basically what my condensed makeup collection would be, it's basically a top holy grails kind of video, and I kind of tried to play it based off of what I really think that I would pick if I didn't make videos, and this was really hard because I've been technically a beauty guru for a very long time. I think 2011 is when I first started making videos, so I don't even hardly remember those days. I would say in high school is definitely when I started getting into makeup, so I mostly had a very small collection of drugstore products that I would pretty much buy the same things over and over. Like once I went to cosmetology school is when I really got into makeup. So I personally think even if I didn't do YouTube, I would still have a decent makeup collection. I don't think it would definitely be on this level, but I think I would at least feel like a little acrylic drawer of stuff. Yeah, I kind of wanted to pick things based on that. I think this will be really fun. You guys can see my favorite products, holy grails, and I'm also going to link down a bunch of videos down below of other people who have done this video too. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so technically you're only supposed to pick one from each category, but I picked two from each category because I kind of wanted to do a drugstore and a high-end version, and it's really, really impossible for me to pick just one. I think I just have so many things that I love. So let's start off with primer. Now I know this one is pretty pricey, and I feel like maybe even if I wasn't on YouTube, I probably wouldn't use primer. It's still one of those products for me that I don't really always use. It's just like if I'm in a hurry, I kind of skip it because I do feel like sometimes my moisturizer does the same thing. But this one is definitely my favorite, the one that I actually can notice a difference with, especially with oily skin. I feel like this one gives a nice silky feel to the face. It's the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer, oil free, and I didn't notice this, but this actually has SPF 15 in it as well. But I always use this for special occasions. When I know I want my makeup to be lasting all day, it does give a really smooth kind of effect to the skin. So this one would definitely be what I would pick. Next is foundation. I picked two for this one, so let's go with the drugstore first. If you guys are curious, the very first foundation I ever used, and I used it for years, all throughout high school, is the Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse Foundation. And now, like, I see that that was actually kind of a cult favorite product back then. I had no idea. I just kind of like grabbed it because it had cool packaging, but I've always been a Maybelline fan at the drugstore, and I thought it was funny because this is my current favorite drugstore foundation, which is the Dream Radiant Liquid, so I guess they're still going with that Dream line. I have this on today and I've actually been wearing it a long time. This is like getting towards the end of the day where I need to take my makeup off. I just put a little bit of powder on, but I feel like this actually lasts really well on my skin. I do have oily skin. This one gives a medium coverage and it doesn't get too oily on me fast, but it like stays in place. I have a whole review of this one on my channel if you guys want to watch, but this one is my current favorite drugstore foundation. And then if you guys can guess the high end, I'll give you a few seconds. There's a few that I've been raving about a lot, but my tried and true has to be the Too Faced Peach Perfect. And I truly think even if I didn't make videos, I would pick this and have it in my collection because I love Too Faced packaging. I've always loved it. It's one of my favorite brands. I just think it's so cute, and I am a sucker for that kind of stuff. And I'm a sucker for things that have like a good scent. So this smells like peaches. So I'm pretty sure I would have this in my collection even if I wasn't making videos. It's just such a good foundation. This one, again, is like a medium coverage. You can build it up to full, but it's a great foundation for oily skin. Again, it is a comfort matte finish and it lasts all day on me. I can always throw this on and not have to worry about touching up. Next is concealers for drugstore. I picked the e.l.f. Camo concealer. I feel like this one is such a trendy, popular product. I see it all over. It's on TikTok for like a dupe product for the Tarte Shape Tape. So I think I would definitely have this in my collection since it is such a cult favorite and it's very inexpensive. And I do like this one. It's one of the best drugstore concealers I've tried. A little bit drying under the eyes, but it gives amazing coverage. So I have to give that to e.l.f. And for the high end is again Too Faced. Too Faced makes great complexion products, some of my favorites that I've loved for years. This is the multi-use sculpting concealer, the Born This Way basically. I think they got rid of their other Born This Way. But this stuff is amazing, not only because of the wonderful formula, but it's also humongous. So this actually, if you add it up like by ounces, is cheaper than some drugstore concealers, which is crazy. So this is, to me, it's pretty affordable for how much you get. This will last you so long, and it's a really nice formula. It's not too dry and not too dewy, so I really love this one for under the eyes, and I use it for blemishes as well. Next is powder, and I just have one powder which goes with the foundation, the Peach Perfect. This has been my holy grail powder since it came out, so it's been a while, and this is a great one if you guys have oily skin. It definitely mattifies, but it also just kind of gives this really soft finish to the face. It blurs. I just really enjoy it, and I feel like this actually lasts me a very long time. Like, I just used up my first one maybe a month or two ago, and it just lasts so long. So I thoroughly enjoy this. I always recommend it. It is my favorite. There's a couple drugstore ones I've tried, but I don't think I just have like a holy grail yet. So you guys will have to let me know if you guys have a good drugstore powder that you love. I also picked a setting spray, but I only picked one. I just feel like this one has such a cult following. I feel like pretty much everyone knows what this is, knows about it, and it's pretty popular. So I did pick the Urban Decay All Nighter Spray. This is one of my favorites as well. I do like to use this for more days when I do need my makeup to last all day, even like in the summertime if I don't want to sweat my makeup off. I really do feel like this does kind of lock it in place. So this is a setting spray that I love. I have to be careful with setting sprays because there's a lot that are just so dewy and glowy, and I have to be really careful with what I'm putting on just because I don't want to overdo it since I have that oily skin, but this one's always good. Let's do eyeshadows next. So I have to pick for drugstore my e.l.f. bite-sized palettes. You guys already know. These are so affordable, and they're only like $3. They have so many fun colors. I have all of them, and I feel like even if I didn't make videos, I would still own them all just because there's so many different fun color stories here, and they're just simple palettes. Like, I was all about the simple palettes back in high school. I use the same Maybelline quad every day with just 4 shades just like this. Of course, I feel like these are definitely better quality than those Maybelline ones were back in the day, but they're just so easy to throw on and go. This one is a little pick me up, and then I have pumpkin pie. These are just so amazing. I have more too, but I just grabbed these two first, a cool and a warm. e.l.f.'s just been killing it with the drugstore releases. Like, I feel like they are becoming the new ColourPop, just coming out with some really cool collections. And then for high end, this was a really hard choice, but I decided to pick the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. Now, I do have a lot of palettes that I just love. It's hard to pick a top favorite, but I feel like this one is really good just all around everyday palette because you have so much you can do with it. You have neutrals. There's also color in here, like greens, blues, purples, oranges. There's a lot you can do with it, and I've loved this for a long time. I was gonna pick like my Natasha Denona or my Too Faced Natural Nudes, but I thought that this would be the best choice just because, let's say if you only did have one palette, at least you can come up with so many different looks and get a whole different kind of vibe with using different colors in here. So I did pick the Born to Run. Moving on to some more like cheek products here. Let's go with bronzer. For the drugstore, we have Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This one is always a favorite in my collection. It just, the formula is so good. It's literally like butter. So soft, blends out really great. I love the color of this one. They do have multiple shades. This one's just the regular one they came out with called Bronzer. Here is the swatch. It's fairly light. I have spray tan on now, so can't really tell, but this is a great one for a light skin tone. It's not overdoing it. Such a good one. And then high end, I picked Benefit Hoola because Benefit is one of the like first brands I was really drawn to, like high end wise. I just loved their packaging. I thought it was so cute. I loved the little boxes, like the box blushes. I tried to collect all of them because I loved them. So Benefit Hoola has been a favorite in my collection for a long time. It's just a really good color. This is more for medium, I would say, skin tones. They also have a light and they also have a deep version as well, but I do feel like this medium version fits a lot of skin tones, and it's just a great all-around matte bronzer that I've loved for so long. For blush, I didn't pick a drugstore one because I've been trying some new ones, but these two are really just all around favorites in my collection. So first up is BUXOM Wanderlust Blush in Havana, which is this beautiful pink. I'll have to swatch it for you, but this is stunning. These seriously last all day on the cheeks. This is very bright. I've been really into the more bright blushes. You can definitely sheer this out, but I just love that you get that punch of color right away and it lasts all day. So I'm obsessed with the whole primer infused BUXOM line. And then I had to pick this one from BAREMINERALS. I've been talking about these so much. They're just a favorite. They're a cream to powder formula, and these also last really well on the cheeks. This one is in Pink Sky. It has that cream formula that's kind of bouncy. This one's more of a coral pink, but it's very bright and gorgeous. But yeah, these are so easy, very natural on the cheeks. They have a lot of color. I really love the formula of those cream blushes because especially for oily skin, sometimes cream products can slide off and look a little bit oily, but those just dry to a powder right away. And then for highlighter, I actually picked two drugstore highlighters. These are both amazing. First up is this one from Revlon, the SKINLIGHTS Prismatic Highlighter. This is stunning in Daybreak Glimmer. So beautiful. I've seen these at like Walgreens and CVS. I don't know if you can get them at Walmart or Target yet. I'll have to see. This is a dupe for the Anastasia Amrezi highlight that has been discontinued, but this is definitely a beautiful highlight. Here it is swatched. It's kind of that champagne color. Absolutely stunning. And then I did also pick this one from ColourPop. So this is the SuperShock highlight in Your Catch. I don't know if you can get this exact shade, but they did just recently come out with a couple more in their tie-dye collection. But I love these SuperShock highlighters. They have such a beautiful creamy formula that is very bouncy. Again, this one has a light kind of pinkish almost tone on top, but it's really, really stunning. Like, this pops on the cheeks. It looks almost wet, but it is beautiful. I really want to get more of these, but I don't know if they'll look like too similar if I get other shades, but these are so good. And I really feel like if I didn't have a channel, I would still love ColourPop just as much as I do now, just because they're so affordable. Okay, next let's talk about this eyeliner here. I just picked one. Honestly, I'm really not picky with eyeliner. I will wear whatever, but these Marc Jacobs ones I've loved for a long time. I always wear brown. This one is an Earthquake. This is the swatch. This one you can kind of make it more intense. It almost looks black, but I love that these kind of roll up so you don't have to sharpen them, which is really handy, and they smudge out on the lash line really easily, but they don't like smudge in a bad way, if that makes sense, where you don't want it to smudge. But I really do enjoy these liners. For mascara, I have drugstore is Essence Lash Princess. I had to pick this. It was between this and the L'Oreal Voluminous. I love that one too, but the drugstore just makes so many good mascaras. You really don't need like a high-end one, but there is a couple high-end ones that I do enjoy. But the Essence Lash Princess always takes the cake. It's amazing. This is the wand on it. It's like less than $5 at the drugstore. People say it's a dupe for the Superhero from IT Cosmetics, but I do think this is actually better. And then my high-end one is the SMASHBOX Superfan. I love this. I haven't really found a drugstore one like this, but this one has such a small wand. It's very precise, so I can really get in and lift my lashes. It makes them look super long. So that one I also really enjoy. For brow products, I'm really bad. I always use the same thing. I don't know, nothing can replace these for me. It's the Benefit Precisely My Brow and the Benefit Gimme Brow Plus. I always use these in conjunction with each other. With the Precisely My Brow, it has that fine tip. I just kind of go out, carve in, fill in, and then we'll go over it with the Gimme Brow, which just kind of adds some volume. I feel like it makes it look a little bit more natural. It kind of blends everything in. So those are my favorite brow products. I've tried some drugstore stuff like the CoverGirl Brow Pencil is really good, as well as the NYX, which is similar to that. And then let's talk about lipsticks. I have a few here to share with you. So my drugstore pick is this one from Maybelline. This is their Shine lipstick, I believe it's called. Color Sensational Shine. These are really nice because they give a nice glossy finish. This one's in the shade Baddest Beige, and it's so stunning. Like, this really makes your lips look so plump. I absolutely love this. So that's my favorite. I feel like Maybelline has the best lip products at the drugstore. I did choose a MAC lipstick because I've been obsessed with MAC since I kind of found out about it. And when I got into makeup, MAC was the first place I visited and bought from. I've always had a really large MAC lipstick collection. It's definitely narrowed down now, but I do always have a love for their lipsticks, especially the smell just makes me happy. But this one is the one I have on today. This one is in Blankety, and it's one of my favorite nudes. It's so pretty. I'll go ahead and swatch this one too. This one has a little bit more mauve pink to it. It's absolutely beautiful. I need to like go and get some new MAC lipsticks, I think, try some new colors, maybe restock on some of my older ones, because I love their formula. And then I wanted to also pick a liquid lipstick, so I chose this one from OFRA. This is the long-lasting liquid lipstick. These are very comfortable on the lips, and sometimes I just need a good lip color that's gonna stay on, especially like if you're eating dinner or going somewhere where you know you're gonna eat and you don't have to worry about touching up your lipstick or lipstick getting on your chin. So annoying. But this one's in the shade Manila, which is my favorite color from them. This one is a bit of a darker nude, but I absolutely love it. Here it is on the bottom there, swatched. Really enjoy this, so I had to pick that one as my favorite. I wear it so much. And that's gonna complete this video. I hope you guys enjoy this. I think it is so fun. Don't forget to check out my description box to see some more if you guys want to see what others have recommended. And I'm super curious to know, a lot of you guys who don't do YouTube, how big would you say your collection is? Are you more of a minimalist? Would you say you have a medium collection? Or do you have like YouTube level beauty guru size collection? Let me know. And that's it. I will go ahead and talk to you guys later. Bye guys.